Hey guys, today we're going to attempt something kind of fun and silly. We're going to draw nutcrackers. 'Tis the season where typically ballet companies would be putting on versions of the Nutcracker, which is a nice wintry story. And I love nutcrackers. I collect them a little bit. So we're going to do a nutcracker, but then as a bonus, we're going to try and do something fancy and make your paper be able to have kind of a pull tab so you could make it look like a real nutcracker. Okay? But first we got to draw it. So, step one, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. And then you're going to need to draw this nutcracker, color it, and then you're probably going to need a pair of scissors and an additional piece of paper to make the part that moves on your nutcracker, okay? And so here's a real nutcracker. And typically there's a lever in the back attached to a piece in the front that makes it look like the mouth. And they used to use them to crack open nuts to get to the yummy meat part inside of the nut. And typically this front piece is disguised by a beard of some kind so that you can't see the hole underneath. So that's kind of what I'm going to go for. I'm not an expert in this pull tab craziness, but I thought it was kind of fun and thought you could probably enjoy it. So we're going to start with our nutcracker and make sure we draw all the details like the hat, the wide eyes and eyebrows and mustache, the top part of the mouth being on the head and the bottom part of the mouth being like in its chest, crazy hair, a fancy hat, some shoulder pads, some arms, some hands that are really balls and then of some kind, and then these pants. Okay? We'll see how far we go. Alright. To start this out, if I were you, what I would do is draw the hat first. And the hat kind of looks like, you started out almost like a halo towards the top of your paper, like a squashed pancake looking thing. It's kind of hard for you to see, I bet. Let's see if I can make this a little more clear. There we go. Okay. Messy desk. Okay. So we have this kind of squashed halo pancake looking thing. And then from that we're going to come down on the sides, a little bit round maybe even, to make our hat. Okay? And then the details of this hat are totally up to you. I mean, you could really draw whatever you want. I am going to, for this time, draw, I think, a crown for my nutcracker. And then something like this maybe. And in fact, I think I'm going to make the top of mine a little bit wider. Okay, so that's the gist. And then I'm going to put kind of a gemstone in the middle and maybe like some fancy stuff coming out of my gemstone. Or something like that. Okay, the next step is going to be to draw the rest of the head, the rest of the face. So we're going to do almost like parentheses coming out of this hat. It's almost like you're drawing a pumpkin, where it's kind of round. Okay? And at the bottom of this roundish area of parentheses, you're going to make a straight line. And that's to show this part where the head with the top lip meets the body with the bottom lip. So you can go ahead and draw yourself kind of a short rectangle on both sides of this line you just did. And you're basically going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 humps. It almost looks like two M's next to each other. And then upside down, 1, 2, 3, 4 to show the teeth. Okay? From this part, we're going to go straight out, like a little bit less than an inch probably for the shoulders and the body. Kind of go down this way towards what's going to be a belt. Okay, so this will be where my belt hits. And you might be able to see a little bit of this tunic here. Okay, and then on the inside, I'm going to do another set of parentheses that are taller and skinnier to show where this kind of decorative chest plate is. Okay, then we're going to give it a beard all the way down to the belt. You might decide to put like some fancy buttons here, maybe not. It's kind of up to you. And then to the sides of these shoulders, you're going to put some more squashed pancake ellipses here to show the tops of the shoulders. And since I put kind of a cool crown there, I'm going to do kind of a crown looking shoulder pad to go with it. And I'm going to go straight down to show these arms. And then I'm going to do some crazy hair. On both sides. Then it's time to do the face. So I'm going to start with the nose, which kind of looks like a backwards L with a curvy slide going down. And then I would do two more straight lines coming off of that slide and another curvy slide line going down to show its nose. Then I'm going to do two straight lines on either side of its nose and put a wide U underneath that line to show where the eye sockets are. Then I'm going to give it kind of a curved line right there to show the iris, which is the colorful part of the eye, and the pupil on the inside, and a little glimmer. Then I think I'm going to give my Nutcracker some cheeks and try to make them kind of equal. I'm not very good at making my Nutcracker cheeks even. It's not my skill. There we go, that's not too bad. Okay, so then we've got mustache time. Your mustache can kind of go up almost like it's cradling that that cheek. And try to make them the same on both sides so you have symmetrical and balance to your paper. Man, that is way too low. What are you thinking, mustache? Okay, and then eyebrows. Okay, that looks good. So then the next piece I would do is color this guy first. So I'm going to go ahead and color mine, and then we'll worry about the movable pieces in a little bit. I think it'd be easier for you to color it first. So I am going to, for this Nutcracker, kind of do the chest area like a red. Like a pinkish, purplish red, really. And then I think I'm going to do, I'm going to think outside the box here and make these red instead of gold like the crown. Or maybe my crown can be red. It's my art. I could do what I want, right? Okay, let's see. Pink cheeks while I have my pink close by. Okay. I mean, normally this crown part would probably be gold, but because my sleeves match the style of this crown, I think I'm going to make it red to match the sleeves. The texture of my tablecloth is a little crazy right now. Now I'm going to pretend there's a red jewel right there. Okay. What else can I use red for while I've got it out? The lips. And I think that's all. Let's see, for my belt buckle, I'm going to use yellow. Show that it's kind of like a gold. And this too is going to be yellow. Show that it's kind of like a gold color. And then I think I might make the arms yellow. And I need a different color for the tunic. What color I should do? What do you guys think I should do? Blue or green or purple? Should I maybe do a green one? I haven't done much green yet. Like a dark green. Okay, I think we're going to do green, so and I'm going to make his eyes green too. Whoa, that's not exactly the green color I was looking for. I'm going to find like a dark green. Oh wow, I just realized you can't really see anything I'm doing here. Hopefully that's better. I'm going to fix that green. It's not quite the color I wanted. You guys can color these however you want, so this part's not that important anyway. See here. Matches my tablecloth. Almost blends in exactly because it's green and textured exactly like my tablecloth, huh? That's kind of funny. Interesting stripes. Okay, I'm about done, and then it'll be time to make it have a pull tab, which will be awesome. I'm not doing the best coloring job, of course, that I could be doing, but I'm trying to go kind of relatively fast so you can get it all done in one class period. Crazy hair. I'll probably just like put a couple hairs like that. Okay, so that's about it for my Nutcracker. Now, how do we make this pull tab? So what I would do is I mean it depends on your picture really, how far up your pull tab needs to be, but you want to measure kind of to from the where your teeth meet to, I don't know, maybe like an inch below the paper. So for me that'd be about 6 inches. So I'm going to make about a 6-inch strip. I'm going to cut it right about there. And it depends, honestly, how wide you made your mouth. But because the beard is white, this isn't really going to matter so much. You just need it to be about the same size as your mouth. And then you go up to your mouth and kind of copy your mouth that you already did. Because you're going to cut this part of your mouth out, actually. So you need a new mouth. Bottom. Just the bottom. I'm going to leave the top in there. Okay. So, this I have found does not stay too well here, and so I'm thinking instead of putting a huge chunk, I mean you want a chunk so that when you move this, it comes out, right? But I'm thinking maybe not as huge of a chunk. Or maybe there should be an extra strip holding it in because it doesn't go in and out very easily. Like it would be better if you had a popsicle stick glued to the back of it. Anyway, but I'm going to try. You may need an adult to help you with this one. But the first thing I'm going to do is make a cut where the teeth meet and go down a little bit just to show where there's going to be a hole when the mouth opens. So now there's a space for the hole. And now based off of this one, I probably need to do 1, 2, 3 slits going down just to make sure that it has enough times weaving in and out that it doesn't disappear and fall apart and get lost. So I'm just going to do a couple strips and see what works. It's kind of an experimental art. You know what I just realized? I forgot to color those buttons. Poor Nutcracker. Missing some of his buttons. There we go. Okay, so what I have is one square at the bottom of his teeth, and then I did a couple extra slices down his beard where I'm going to attempt to thread this thing. Let's see, and this one I have on top there. Which I think is how it has to be. So, I'm going to skip this hole that we've made and thread my paper through the first hole and back underneath and then back up through the next slice and then back down. So you're like weaving it. Okay? And it becomes kind of a pull tab. You can write the word pull on it. Make yourself an arrow. And then here we go. We have our Nutcracker with pull tab. Yay! You can sing Christmas songs. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I'm gonna have to work on that. Anyway, there you go. So there's your pull tab Nutcracker. If you wanted to make this a card or something, you could glue another piece of paper on the back, like around the edges, but make sure that you don't glue this piece, and then it'll help make it more secure. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed our pull tab Nutcrackers, and please upload to Artsonia. If this piece is too complicated, then please just upload your main Nutcracker without cutting anything, and I will be super happy with just that even. Okay? So we'll get back to you, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.